I don't think it's someone you really want to marry. Now, Jerry Springer, the show as we know it back then, spurred reality TV as we know it today. It spurred where they put real people on TV to humiliate themselves, more or less. It spurred reality-type game shows such as Survivor and Fear Factor, and reality documentary shows like The Real World and The Restaurant. The Restaurant was actually filmed right down the street on 22nd Street. It was about the opening of a restaurant in Manhattan with celebrity chef Rocco DiSpirito. I was originally casted as a feature role and as a waiter for the restaurant. I was quickly demoted to food runner when they found out I had no restaurant experience. Now, a food runner is one step above a busboy. You work really, really hard, busting your ass, carrying trays of food from the kitchen up the stairs to the tables and being yelled at everyone in between. I was still okay with this because I'd be getting the free uniform with these diesel jeans and Adidas sneakers. On top of that, I figured I'd work really hard, make a lot of money, and be on TV a lot. It didn't actually work out this way. We all quickly learned there's only 3 ways we get on TV. If we were complaining, if we were slacking off, or if we were screwing up. Now here I am in the kitchen with the other guys, and I'm complaining pretty loud. And everyone, you'll see, is definitely in agreement. There's a lot of complaining going on. Here I am in the background slacking off, and slacking off some more. At one point I started slacking off so much that I'm actually sleeping right here. Now for the trifecta of screwing up, here I am with a plate of meatballs, and I had no idea what table it goes to. You gotta remember the entire restaurant was staffed with actors and comedians with little or no restaurant experience. And so that means we pretty much screwed up everything, which means customers complained, which means we had to comp meals, which means pretty much no one tipped. On top of that, that means within the first 3 weeks of the restaurant, about 50% of the staff either quit or got fired. I was actually one of those people that quit. I figured this was enough reality TV for me. There's no way that things could be getting any better. That's right, things could be getting better. When I quit the restaurant, I come home, my friend Joel is telling me about this show he had just auditioned for. To make over his life. He didn't get the part because his apartment was too nice. He told me to call him. So I told him about the tour was awful in all these different areas. And they came over to meet me and they agreed. I needed a makeover. They asked me if I had a big event coming up. I said, yes, my parents were going to be my girlfriend's parents for the first time. They loved it. They loved it so much so they put me on the show. This show became almost as big as Jerry Springer. This one showed in 33 different countries. It's the biggest makeover show of all time, and we know it as Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
That Kate is embarrassed about Alan's home that he keeps. And that's probably why she put like hands around before. Unless they're like ghostly disfigured coal miners from West Virginia. Tell me this is your street.
Oh, it is. What are you saying?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Now the Fab Five are the 5 people responsible for making me over, and they were all instant friends. I loved every single one of them. And I'll give you a background on each one. Here's Tom. Tom's an interior designer. He's in charge of making over the apartment. They always make it appear like he does it in less than 24 hours. In actuality, it takes him 4 days with a team of 15 to 20 people working around the clock. Here's Carson. Carson went through every single, he's a fashion expert. He went through every single thing in my closet. He told me he only found 2 things that he liked. His diesel jeans and Adidas sneakers. The uniform from the restaurant. Now here's Kyan. Kyan's the grooming expert. He's the one who gave me this haircut. And we both agreed it probably wasn't the best haircut ever. So here he is in the bathroom teaching me all these different hair products I can put in it to make it a little bit better. He's also one of the only celebrity-minded ones at the time. Whenever there was a break, he had about 4 or 5 people he needed to call. Here's Ted. Ted's the food and drink expert. He teaches me about 20 drinks in 20 minutes. Afterwards, I try each one, because I want to know what it tastes like. And plus, it's free alcohol. Here he is. He's teaching me the mint julep. They only show him teaching me 1 drink. The 1 drink I tip to make later, and I fail miserably. It's now earned me the reputation as world's worst bartender. Here's Jay. Jay's the culture vulture and the youngest of the 5. I don't know if you can tell, but when he zooms in, Right here, Jay is gay. There is still gay. Now, if you ever watch the restaurant or Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, you'll notice that towards the end of the show, the straight guy always appears to be rushed or flustered. And that's because we are. They tell us we have 15 minutes to get ready. We have to, shave the way they tell us to shave, put on the clothes they bought us, make the hors d'oeuvres they taught us, do what it is that you got to do. And because we're in such a hurry, this leaves us prone to accidents.
Those glasses are for Mr. Pink. They're vintage, never been used Italian eyeballs. They're gorgeous.
That was the coolest thing in the world.
Oh, I feel bad. Take a deep breath. Maybe cry. Cry it out.
That's why I don't buy nice things. Alan, don't buy nice things, you will break them.
Oh, one little broken glass. Relax. Well, actually, it's one exquisite, very expensive 1950s martini shaker.
Now, this accident, yes, it was an accident. It was actually beneficial to some other people. After the show aired, I logged on to eBay and I saw two similar martini glasses, or sets. One with a description of straight guy proof, the other with a description of Alan C. didn't break mine. In a matter of 15 seconds, I'd become an adjective for antique martini sets. Now, Queer Eye also uses his own kind of Hollywood magic, or New Jersey editing magic, if you will. The big event that we had on the show was that my parents met my girlfriend's parents at my house for a cocktail party. When the event happened, we had a great time. We all really enjoyed ourselves, and we talked and chatted and drank for about 3 hours on end. However, if you saw it on TV, you'd probably get a different impression.
Mom, you have to use coasters now.
Fun.
Say something! Alan!
Is everyone good on drinks?
More drinks! Oh my God. That kitchen is placed on an Indian burial ground.
Now I have the reputation as world's worst bartender, who's also a social freak. New York Times columnist Clyde Halberman, after seeing this show, wrote and described me in the column as being so clueless, he wondered why I didn't have a keeper. And that wasn't the only negative